What's up, YouTube? So in this video, as you can see, I'm looking at the Miami Dolphins depth chart. Now, I just did a video looking at the final 53-man or 55-man roster. I haven't fully adapted to saying 55 yet, but they've released the depth chart now. For some reason, it's not on the Dolphins website yet, but it is on ESPN. So yeah, man, let's go ahead and take a look at it. So Ryan Fitzpatrick has been given the nod over Tua Tagovailoa, and I think that is the right move. I think just having him start the season off, I think that's a good move. Especially without preseason, letting Tua have a few more practices and stuff like that to really understand this system. And ultimately, I just don't want him coming out like week 1 against New England and losing confidence. So I'd rather start Fitzpatrick in the beginning of the season. Actually, I'd rather start Fitzpatrick all season and just let Tua learn. But whatever. But running back, Jordan Howard is technically the starter, but it's him and Matt Breida that are going to be rotating, just depending on the situation and the look that we're looking for. And then Myles Gaskin and Patrick Laird would be your rotational backup guys. So, yeah, running back is pretty simple. Receiver is kind of interesting. Lynn Bowden is a lot further down the depth chart than I thought he would be. But I guess it makes sense because he just got here. But Devontae Parker and Preston Williams, of course, on the outside. You got Jakeem Grant being your speed guy, mostly probably going to be in the slot, but we're also going to move him outside occasionally too, just to really use that speed. Of course, you know how we use Jakeem Grant. Hold on. Alright, so either my house is haunted or my cat smacked my door and ran. One or the other. So, yeah, after Devontae Parker, Preston Williams, Jakeem Grant, of course, we got Isaiah Ford. He's got seniority over Perry and Bowden. I'm not a big fan of that. Personally, I'd have Bowden over Isaiah Ford, but whatever. And Malcolm Perry. But I understand he doesn't really know the playbook yet, so we'll wait on that. Hopefully he does get some snaps. I mean, I can't see why he can't at least do kick and punt return right now. You don't really need to learn a playbook to do that, so yeah. Also, Matt Collins, I forgot to mention him. That's fine. Interesting here. Mike Gesicki is one, of course, but Adam Shaheen being number 3 is interesting. I moved him up to 2. But I think that's going to be a rotational thing, depending on what we're looking for. Smythe is more of a well-rounded tight end than Shaheen. Shaheen is more of a blocking tight end, so it's probably going to be depending on what we're looking for in that play. Now, the offensive line is where things really get interesting. Obviously, Austin Jackson is starting at left tackle, but the interesting thing is Eric Flowers is not starting at guard. Solomon Kinley got the nod at left guard, which I'm happy about. Of course, Ted at center. And then Michael Dieter, I mean, sure, I think I'd... Actually, I don't really care if it's Eric Flowers or Michael Dieter at right guard. I really don't care. Now, Jesse Davis starting at right tackle, I mean, I guess it makes sense because he's a veteran, but I don't like him. Personally, I'd rather Robert Hunt start over him, but honestly, I think Robert Hunt should be playing guard. I know he played tackle mostly in college, but I think he would be a much better guard. But, yeah. Whatever. Moving to the defense, it says base 34 defense, but that's not really what we are. We're more of a multiple style scheme, but whatever. Why they got Raekwon Davis at nose? That's weird. He'd be more like a 3-4 defensive end. Like that's perfect for him. Whatever. I don't think this is necessarily correct. But at least we can kind of see the starters. Of course, Christian Wilkins is starting. I was kind of hoping that we'd see Jason Strowbridge. Hopefully we at least see him in rotation, because I really want to see him week 1. Yeah, Zach's fine, I guess. I'd rather Jason Strowbridge start over him, but Emmanuel Ogbah at at will. That's fine. Calvin Munson, Jerome Baker on the inside. Not a big fan of our inside linebackers, I'm going to be honest with you. I like Jerome Baker, but that's it. Kyle Van Noy and Shaq Lawson, yeah, that's fine. For Sam. And then, of course, Xavier Howard being on the left side, Byron being on the right. That we knew that was going to be the case. And then corner is a little weird because this depth chart looks a little weird. I think Noah's going to be our nickel, and Nick is going to be our dime. So, Jason Sanders, yeah. This is interesting. You got Preston Williams still at punt return. I'd be putting Lynn Bowden there, or at least Shaquem Grant. Even Malcolm Perry. I want to use Lynn Bowden's speed, man. Besides Grant, he's by far faster than all these people. And I just want to get him involved. If he's not going to be involved that much as a receiver week 1, I'd like to see him do some kick returns. Because like I said, you don't need to know the playbook to do that. It's kind of like kicker. You can kind of just plug and play. I mean, kicker even less so than kick return. Because at least with kicker, you need to have chemistry with the long snapper, with the holder, all that stuff. But kick return, no. But, yeah, anyway, I'm not going to make this video too long. That's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to take a quick look at the depth chart now that it's been released. And this is going to be what we're running with week 1. So, yeah. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. If you liked it, I'd appreciate you hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, leave in the comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.